the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blazers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So UAB's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like, one of the best in the country at your spot. So, interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so, if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing outbreaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Blazers want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Makes it past the marker. He's at touchdown, Blazers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Kitna. Makes the catch. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, they block it!
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to pass on second down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The screen, he can go. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Under fire. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Aguilar. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Gets it to him on the screen. Made a defender miss. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grab behind the line, it's Thomas. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
out at 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Dropping back, it's Kit now. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They go to the draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Thielen on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Staley. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. That's caught. It's Staley. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Volunteers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Volunteers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Shot down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. And the Blazers in a good spot here with second and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Kitna. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just said.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Klein. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Blazers are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Quick spin on the run. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you can just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Defense looks like they're coming. On the direct snap, it's Jacobs. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Dropping back, it's Kitna. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Floats it out in space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stats.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Vols are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Got his man quickly. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jacobs. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's in open space downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab, it's Staley. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here on the 4th.
This offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 24 to James Madison. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout. So there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Blazers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So here is the Tennessee offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You probably...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Milner. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He's got him this time.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Klein. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for him. Makes the grab. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
You want to talk about building confidence? coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.